Thank you so very much to these amazing people for being a part of my Thriving Trish Club here on YouTube and for continuously supporting my work as a content creator. Thank you so much. Back when I was a teenager, I used to believe I didn't deserve good things. I didn't deserve help or friends, and a part of me felt that if I talked about my successes, I was showing off. The reason why you might feel you don't deserve happiness or good things can vary, but more often than not, it stems from being raised in a dysfunctional home. In my case, there was a time where my sibling was always comparing himself to me, claiming that my life was somehow easier than his. If I shared about my little achievements, he would feel small and say that I was showing off. I felt really bad that I made him feel small. So that was one of the reasons why I started to think I shouldn't be happy for myself, because that equaled to being a show-off. Harsh criticism can definitely take a toll on our self-worth and self-esteem. When I was a finalist in the Miss Universe Malaysia beauty pageant back in 2013, I heard some unkind people talking behind my back, saying things like, "This is a finalist for Malaysia." Guess how hearing that made me feel about myself? It really changed the way I viewed myself. Just as Martin Seligman's experiment on learned helplessness shows, we are creatures of habit. The more we experience similar situations, the more we are molded to behave in a certain way automatically, regardless if certain factors around us may have changed over time. Reflecting on your own life, have you ever experienced a somewhat similar situation? I made a video some time back about humility, that there is a big difference between being overconfident, humble, and having low self-confidence. Sometimes the line between these three parts can be hard to distinguish and practice in real life, but with a little mindfulness and a good understanding of these three behaviors, it is definitely possible. Practice being mindful of your thoughts. If someone does or says something nice to you, pause, think before you speak or act. Take a moment to think if your response is being fair and kind to yourself. If someone gives you a gift, even if it's for no reason at all, say thank you. Accept it with gratitude and pass on the kindness or return the kindness to them in the future. If someone gives you a compliment, it is really okay to say, "Thank you, I appreciate it." You can also return the kindness by giving them a sincere compliment. But please don't say, no, it wasn't me," or "No, you must be mistaken." Another reason which contributed to me believing I wasn't worthy of good things was because of my own dear mother's selfless heart. By no means am I putting my loving mom down. I bet she didn't even know that her little actions could potentially impact her kids. This is really a tricky topic because we are told to give, to be kind. Don't expect anything in return. Put others first. Even the Bible says it. According to Luke chapter 6, verse 38, "Give and it will be given to you." But the question is, at what cost? You can give, of course, but how can you give when your own cup is empty? Whether it's your emotional, physical, or financial support, it is just not possible to give from an empty cup. But that was my mom, a true giver with a big heart. She would always put others first, even if that meant making herself exhausted and unhappy. If you too are a constant giver and tends to neglect your own needs, then try to practice being mindful. Assess each situation as it comes objectively. Don't allow your past experiences to dictate your present, allowing yourself to give an automatic response such as, "Be kind, put others first, I can wait." You are more than welcome to be kind to others, but not at the expense of your own health and happiness. If you find yourself being trapped in negative thoughts such as, "You're being selfish, you're being mean, you're not worthy of this," then take a moment to pause, take a deep breath, and have the courage to challenge those thoughts. Who says you are not worthy of kindness or blessings? You or someone else? Is it based on facts? Or is it based on your past experiences, which has nothing to do with this current situation you are facing. Are you really being selfish or unkind? Or are your decisions fair by also considering if you are being kind to yourself and what you are capable of doing or giving? By challenging your own thoughts, you'll be able to gain clarity through the messy chatter in your head. Sometimes they can be helpful, but sometimes, unfortunately, they're not. It is inevitable that there will be people who will say bad things about you, but there will also be people who believe in you, people who choose to see the good in you. Surround yourself with positive people and don't be afraid to draw healthy boundaries with toxic people. At the end of the day, it is what you think of yourself, what you believe you deserve that matters the most. Starting right now, practice affirming to yourself, believing that you are worthy of love, respect, kindness, and blessings because you truly do.